Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you so much for downloading or streaming the Be Our Guest podcast. So glad you're here. Thanks for dropping in. Time for listener questions with Ricky and Pam joining me. And today we get some great questions about playgrounds for the toddlers on your trip all around Walt Disney World. We also talk about booking Disney Cruise Line for a Halloween on the high seas sailing. So we talk about that. Dining outside the parks around the holidays, some options for that. And I tell you why to never go to Disney Springs during the holidays, kind of tongue in cheek, but I did get swept away one time. This and much more on today's podcast. Don't forget today's show, always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. So thank you so much for using it as often as you can. beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys keep us on the air. So a huge thank you to each and every one of you. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast.
Ready to take a trip to the world? You found the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. This is where your memories come front and center on our podcast stage.
Welcome to episode 2756 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week. We are having a good one here. Of course, we have the OG panel together to answer your listener questions. Can't wait to get started because I put the call out for some listener questions in the clubhouse last week and y'all delivered. So we're going to tackle as many as we can this week. The ones we don't get to, make next week's show. And if you have any questions and you're tuned in live, drop those in the comments to be a part of the fun. But let's get to it. We have a lot of questions to tackle, so no time to waste. Joining us from DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and the Mouse for Less, we have Ricky. Ricky, happy Wednesday. What's up?
Happy Wednesday, and I have some relatively big news for everyone. No, I'm not pregnant, so just let's get that news out of the way. Not pregnant, but I have actually a new adventure because I have joined with Big Fat Panda, and I am actually going to be rebranding his YouTube channel. So it's going to be a Disney World After All. And, for those who maybe have been following along with Panda for years, he's a great person. Love Panda. And he put out the call to see if anybody wanted to maybe, take over his channel. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, that would be good. I would be happy to continue Panda's legacy. So that's my whole goal, is to do that. So his videos aren't going anywhere. If you've ever watched any of the videos that were on his page. But we're just going to add to the content and make it even better. So, that's my big news. And it was kind of interesting because I was going back through like all of his content, and like he's got like 12 years of video. So like I was rewatching things that, I remembered happening in the Disney community, 8 years ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I remember that. And, it was so cool to kind of relive it too, which was really neat. So anyway, if you want more information, you can visit, I believe it's youtube.com/ it's a Disney World After All. So you got to put the it's in there because I already owned a Disney World After All, but I got to do some finagling there. So it's a Disney World After All is the YouTube channel, actual handle right now. So.
All right.
But yeah, that's my big news.
Check that out. I was actually on the show when he was with Jenny Lynn back in the day.
Yeah, way back in the day. Yeah. So I'm sure that video is still on the site, and it'll still be on there. So
sure, I was back in my big dork days. So there you go.
I mean, how is that any different than now?
Exactly. I mean,
yeah,
exactly. I'm just an older dork at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why everybody loves me. All right. Also joining us, Pam Forrester. She's the co-owner of the Magic for Less Travel, hanging out with the big dork right here. What's up, Pam? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. I know, right? I was like, This time of year is so crazy because it doesn't feel like you're in the thick of summer.
Yes.
And you're just like, it's 90 degrees, it's 90 degrees, it's 90 degrees, and then boom, wait, where's this? So, anyways, I'm loving it though. I love this season. Like we had a fire in the fireplace and we were doing all that last weekend, so that was good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I got tonight, this evening, we are, because football started. We're having our first home football game at the H this Friday. But tonight we host the senior meal for the cheerleaders. We do this every week. The cheerleaders and the football teams, the seniors get together and they have a meal every week. We're hosting the senior. One family has to host the meal every week. It's our week to host the senior cheerleaders. Not doing it at our house though, because we don't have a very big house. Our kitchen table seats 6 at the most. We have more than 6 senior cheerleaders, so we're not doing it here. So what do? We're hosting it at LS Teca, baby. All the senior cheerleaders.
This was just an excuse to go to LS Teca.
Well, it is. It is. So we're going to host it at LS Teca. All the senior cheerleaders get all the Mexican food they want. It's a win because LS Teca is right across the interstate from the H, so they're going to have practice, get done with practice right across the highway. LS Teca chomped. You know what? Senior cheerleaders can tear up some Mexican food. I've seen them. So the bill will probably be big, but that's why I work hard so we could take care of those cheerleaders. But yeah, so that's where I will be tonight. And it'll be good. And I get to have my Mexican there with all the cheerleaders. So that'll be my fun tonight. But anyway, let's get into, and then Friday at the H. I love that. It's my favorite game of the year though, because it's first responders night and military appreciation night. So we honor all of our first responders in our community that get into the football game for free. Military members, veterans, everybody. We salute them. We do all that. Sometimes we have the helicopter fly in the football, land on the field, drop it off before the game. It's amazing. It's my favorite game of the year, so I can't wait for tonight. I don't know if we used to always have the helicopter every year, and then all the other schools want to have the helicopter do the thing where they land it and they drop the football off. And then last year they said they couldn't do it because all the other schools wanted it too. And so to be fair, we can't do this anymore at the H because everybody else wants it. I'm like, come on now. That was our thing. Because one of the teachers, that was her husband, flew the helicopter. But, what are you going to do? All right, first question of the day comes from Robin. She says she's from Queens. Hey, BOGP crew, I'm planning to go on a Halloween on the High Seas cruise in 2027. When or which week would be the most affordable time to go and book? Of course, I'll be using the magic for less when the time comes. Thanks for spreading the magic, Robin in Queens. So obviously the 2027 Halloween season is not out yet. Right now we can book through early 2027, that first couple of months of 2027. But Pam, give some general advice for when the time comes for Halloween on the High Seas 2027. Give me a few minutes before we have to go that far in the calendar, though, please.
I know, right? It will be here before we know it, though. So when you're looking at a Disney cruise, first of all, you're thinking ahead, which is always the best strategy for getting the best price because Disney cruise prices are lowest when they're first released and they have tier pricing. And as the ships fill up, of course, the price increases for the same cabin. So to get the best pricing, you want to secure that cruise as early as possible. Also, one of the things you want to do is avoid holidays whenever possible. So probably the ones that include the holiday itself, October 31st, the big Halloween day, are going to be the most expensive. And if you can avoid any other school holidays, those are probably going to have you see the lowest pricing. Now you're going to want to look maybe at some of those earlier cruises that have the Halloween sailings because those will probably be a little less expensive, but we really have no way of knowing what the base pricing will be until it actually comes out. But we'll look in there and say, okay, of these 4 weeks, this cruise is going to be your least expensive and help you find a good one.
Yep. Summarizing, I'm gonna be like a chat bot here for Pam, right quick. Here's the Mike chat bot real quick. Avoid Halloween, avoid the Columbus / Indigenous Day weekend, because that'll be a big weekend that'll get expensive, and look early in the season. That's probably your 3.
Book early, book often.
Exactly. I mean,
That's the only cruise strategy.
Book as often as you can. That's Scotty G's method. He just got back and he's going again soon. So that's what he does. Hey, and I've had guests. I mean, I'll tell you, shout out Becky over in the clubhouse. She books early and often. I love it. She's got the greatest strategy ever. Shout out Becky. Let's go. All right, next question. Play areas for toddlers. This one, let's shoot this one Ricky's way. Hey, Mike, saw your plea in the Discord and heading down to Disney in mid-September, the 14th to the 17th. We're staying in celebration. I'm looking for off the beaten path places for our almost 2-year-old to get the wiggles out in a relatively contained place. The obvious ones that stick out are Casey Jr. and the Magic Kingdom and Journey of Water in Epcot. However, are there some hidden gems out there that I haven't thought of in each park? Thanks. Vance is in Central Illinois. Let me tell you, Vance, there's this great place over in Animal Kingdom. It's called the Boneyard. It's an awesome playground.
Stop.
It's so cool.
You
Your
are
kid will
so
love it.
rude.
It's got this like Jeep. It's climbing these cargo nets. It's the best playground ever. So make sure
You're
you go
so
there.
rude.
I know.
You're so rude.
My bad. My bad. You're a day late and like 4 weeks short. Okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
Ricky. Sorry, it's not there anymore. It just closed this week.
It did. Yeah, no, unfortunately that's not an option. So
It was awesome though back in the day.
it was awesome. I mean, I did take Lucy in there and she really liked it. Although
Hang on, we got to stop because every once in a while we got to hit this button this week. Okay, okay. Go ahead. It's a certain week. Go ahead. Sorry.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah, not there. But right now for the Food and Wine Festival, they do have a playground that they've built, and it's a great playground. They always do a really good job with that one. So that's like a pop-up playground, which is kind of great. Although do keep in mind that playground is exceptionally busy because it is kind of like the only little playground in Epcot besides Journey of Water, which is a different kind of playground in a way. So that's something to keep in mind. There's also a spot at the end of Figment. There's some interesting interactive play areas that you can get the wiggles out there as well. Let's see, where else would be good play areas? Goodness, I'm trying to think. Animal Kingdom probably. Well, yeah, there's not much there left, so that's going to be a little more tough. At Hollywood Studios.
Is there anything back in Rafiki's Planet Watch? It seems like there should be something back there for the kids
You know what?
to play.
Rafiki's Planet Watch, actually, now that you mention it, that's actually a really good option because
I should be like a parent of a toddler. I mean,
there is a petting zoo, and we have taken Lucy back there as well. So that's actually really fun to do too. Yes, so I would take them back to Rafiki's Planet Watch to the petting zoo.
I think the other thing is too, like if you're in a park, each of the resorts has a little playground area.
That's true too.
Go to one of the nearest resorts and you can, it's easier in some locations like the Magic Kingdom. It's easier there because you can just take the monorail walk over, and Epcot, you got the same thing, but still.
I did think of one more at Magic Kingdom and Dumbo. They have the play area that's there. There's an actual queue for Dumbo. They have a play area that you can go into as well. So
did you mention the one Melissa said with the
it is indoor and air conditioning.
That was the bomb one back in the day. Did you mention one Melissa said at the exit to Mission Space? That's a good little one.
Oh yeah, there is one at Mission Space. I tend to not go into Mission Space, so I forget that there's a play area there.
You have to pay the pipe or you got to ride the ride. No, you don't have to ride the ride.
No.
You should just go there.
All right. We have another question from Alex Hill over in the UK. It says, here's another one for toddlers. Hey, Mike and co. We arrive in the world in October with Flo, our 2.5-year-old, and have started to look at suitable rides for her. What would you recommend? We have the slower moving rides, and Living with the Land is high on the list. We've been watching videos and she's super excited for Pirates and Frozen and keeps asking to watch Goofy playing Barnstormer 2. Any tips on great snacks that are likely to be available through Food and Wine Halloween would be great too. Alex Hilly over in the clubhouse.
Oh my gosh.
So
well, anything that doesn't have a height requirement is perfect. So that's going to be number one. And then the other thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to measure your 2.5-year-old to see how tall they are before you go. So that way you can see what rides they can actually do that do have height requirements. Like Lucy, I was actually surprised on the last trip that we took her on. She was actually tall enough to ride the Tomorrowland Speedway, so we took her on it. I was really surprised that she could ride it, so we took her on that. And I think she was also tall enough to ride, but we didn't go to that park. Alien Swirling Saucers as well. So just check that height requirement before you head down there. That way you maybe don't have any disappointments of things. So I do know, obviously, Barnstormer does have a height requirement. So you want to make sure that there's no disappointment when they get there and they can't ride it because they're not tall enough, or they're like just on the cusp right there and, don't quite make it. So just keep that in mind too. But really, honestly, anything that doesn't have a height requirement, I've pretty much taken Lucy on. So it's a great, and we mentioned Rafiki's Planet Watch. Rafiki's Planet Watch is a great spot to go because they do have the petting zoo there. And Lucy loved the petting zoo back there. Just do keep in mind, where they pet the animals. Just watch that. But other than that, the petting zoo is great. So
don't milk the animals. I will say one thing too, for the Tomorrowland Speedway, do ride that. And one of the things to do, get a selfie with your kid driving the car
Absolutely.
at some point during the ride, because that is going to be something that is just fun to have later on. Because like when Mallory got her driver's license, it's a cool picture to have, like the selfie of like, the kid driving the car when they're 3, you guys cruising around in that little, like my first car was at MGB. It didn't look much different than like the Tomorrowland Speedway cars. It was barely bigger than that. But then, when she got her license, it was a cool, like, little before and after kind of shot. Pam, what do you say for like, look, is what we're missing? I mean, because you got all like Fantasyland is like target friendly for anything too.
Yeah, it's funny. This question comes up so often about what rides they'll be able to ride, and the vast majority of rides at Walt Disney World do not have a height requirement. And that might be probably contrary to many theme parks or amusement parks in your area, because I know the ones sort of near us, there's a ride, there's a small kiddie section
and that's
that
it.
has like maybe 4 rides, and then that's it. Yes, you're right. So Walt Disney World's very different in that space. And I think that's always, that's why it just feels a little more inclusive, I think, for the family to be able to experience it together. And I think the other thing is, if there's any kind of special event or whatnot going on, take advantage of that. Don't, we always say, don't forget that kids love the pool at their resorts. Will be something that's the highlight of the trip. But there's going to be so much to do in the parks there that you will be able to experience. So many different shows. Don't forget the entertainment. I think that, some of my best moments of Han when she was little involved the entertainment, be it a parade, a firework, a show, or something like that. Also, meeting the characters becomes a big thing for kids and adults alike. But I think that always offers like a really cool opportunity as well.
Just watch, because sometimes they are a little scared of the characters. We haven't brought Lucy around characters recently, but the last time we did do it, she said absolutely not. So just gauge your child's level of comfort on that, because it does depend. And, we didn't push Lucy. Like when she said no, we respected her. So we didn't be like, no, God, we absolutely respected her wishes. So, don't push your child if they are a little afraid, because that's never good either. So it'll take them longer to like characters at that point if you do that. So at least in my, estimation. So I would definitely say let them go at their own pace on the character thing. So.
Also, all little kids are scared of Jayhawks. Thank you. All right. Paul has a question in the inbox here. Hey, BOGB crew, thanks for all you do. To partner, planning a possible December trip and want to know what you would do. We'd be there 3 days and want to do 2 park days. The cost-effective way is to do a 2-park ticket. We know we want Epcot, Candlelight Processional, but what other park would you pick that time of year? Or would you make a second park a party? And if so, which one? Also, for our no park day, what is your favorite sit-down lunch spot not in a park, and your favorite dinner spot not in a park? Thanks and be well. Paul from New Jersey, our good friend over in the clubhouse, keeps it real. All right, so first part, it's a 2-day park ticket. Would you go 2-day Magic Your Way ticket and go to 2 parks, or do just 1 day and like a Jollywood Nights and Mickey's Very Merry kind of situation.
Oh, that's
That is
tough.
tough. I know.
It really is. Because sometimes when you do the party, you don't feel like you get the regular park experience.
I
And
agree.
so that can be, but if you're going specifically to enjoy the holiday stuff, there's some really cool stuff that happens both at Jollywood and Mickey's Very Merry. So if it were sort of a focus on doing the holiday stuff, then I think I might pick one of the parks, one of the parties.
I would say for
Um,
Paul, because I know Paul. I mean, we talk a lot in the clubhouse. He goes frequently. Like he knows he's been many times. Like
So then
it's a
the
seasonal
party, then
trip. I would say the
party.
party. I would say
Okay.
Epcot for Candlelight Processional and do whichever one you think you're going to get more out. And I would say Jollywood because it's so unique. And I love the studios at Christmas.
I
The
do
aesthetic
too.
of the studios
think
at
it's the
Christmas it's just so cool. Like I just love the aesthetics of it.
I
Oh.
agree. It's the first of all, I think it's one of the best parks at night. It just has a
Mhm.
very unique look to it, and I think it's just enhanced by the lighting and everything that they do there. But then the other thing is that in the holidays, it's decorated so fantastically that it would be worth doing.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
look-
my favorite park for the holidays as well. So I would consider Jollywood for sure if you're gonna do a party.
All right, so today that's the bell. By the way, for this week, instead of the bell, you're getting MIZs and ZOUs because it is a special week around these parts. Okay, favorite sit-down lunch spot, not in a park. So where are we going for lunch for Paul? You know, I'm going for lunch. I'm going to Grand Floridian Cafe is on my. I kind of want a little Grand Flo Cafe.
Okay.
Especially at
wow.
Christmas. Well, this year might be different though because all the
yeah,
if
'cause
that bar's done, it might be prettier. You know, I'm sure it's
Oh,
gonna,
No,
I'm sure it's gonna
they're
be-
not. They're not putting up the. They've already said they're not putting up the.
I don't care about the stupid little
Gingerbread
gingerbread house. That thing doesn't do anything for me. Like I'm not a gingerbread guy, but I'm sure it'll be pretty. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna decorate.
I
it.
think it's still going to be under construction, pretty much. So they've,
Okay,
they've
then-
pretty
then-
much they've made that pretty clear.
Okay, then for lunch, I would go maybe. It's heavy though, Whispering Canyon, but you might regret that. That's heavy for lunch. I was trying to think of something like Grand Floridian Cafe is like you're probably not going to hurt yourself at lunch. Like I go heavy at dinner. I don't go heavy at lunch. That was
I
a good
am
one.
actually-
Wally,
I'm gonna-
Wally, I can't pronounce it, but that's a great choice by Melissa.
I was going to agree with
Lulu
Melissa
or whatever.
I
Yeah.
was going to agree with Melissa as well. Wailulu. That was
Wailulu.
actually
I
one
can't
of the things
pronounce
that
it,
popped
but
in
it
my
eats
head.
good. Yep.
And if it's not Wailulu, if you want counter service, then Captain Cook's, I feel like, is another really good option as well. Both those were in my head. So I was on a Polynesian kick at that moment.
Pam, where'd you go for dinner? Somewhere besides like Magic Kingdom area because we kind of wore that out.
feel
I
like
think Ale and Compass is a great
Ooh.
spot.
I like that.
And you could do lunch or dinner there. So that would be there. And I think the other thing is the cake bake shop. I will tell you, I have eaten at the cake bake shop quite a few times since it has opened. Probably like 6 times already. Like that's how much we've liked it. And that's in the actual restaurant. That doesn't even count the cake pieces we have purchased from there. And I will say I've walked away every time really happy. We've just gotten good food. And I think especially for lunch, they have like a half soup, half sandwich kind of thing, or a salad and a sandwich. It is so good. And I will say that chicken velvet soup, get that. It's fantastic.
Ooh.
So it's
Okay, that
so
sounds good.
It's
I need to
so
try
good.
that.
Yeah, and their arugula salad, which they serve like as an option with just about everything that they have, fantastic. I know, right? Who would have thought that like
Yeah.
I'm like the biggest
Fan
cake
of the
bake
cake
proponent?
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm like,
All
man.
right. So I have a couple of choices. The first is going to be if you didn't do Wailulu for lunch, maybe consider that for dinner because then you can get a view of the castle, and if you are lucky enough, you might be able to catch the fireworks, which is another added bonus. I feel like that's a really great bonus. But you haven't. I feel like we haven't mentioned it, and I feel like you almost have to go to Disney Springs. That is
Oh
the
my
other
gosh,
option.
have you been at Disney Springs at Christmas? No way. Heck no.
I know it's
Dude,
busy, but you've
You're
got the
kidding
Christmas
me?
tree
No,
stroll.
that's my nightmare. Dude, you just gave
That-
me my nightmare tonight. Thank you.
You've got the Christmas tree stroll, and it's
Oh,
absolutely
forget that.
beautiful.
No.
And it's another experience that they can do. I feel like most restaurants at Disney Springs are going to be a great option. Of course, I'm going to throw out Homecoming because I feel like that's a really good option.
It is
but
good, but not at Christmas.
you know what? Let them have the choice. If they want to go experience
Paul,
Disney
dude,
Springs,
my brother. I don't wish this on you, but Ricky's gonna put you through torture. Dude, last time I went to Disney Springs at Christmas. There was a wave of people. Here's how it was. Malcolm, my brother from UK. I was trying to get to him.
yes, I do remember that experience.
I had to
was
get caught
there.
up. I had to get caught up on the wave and go
It
downstream.
was like a fish, and you literally.
I did. I got swept up. I went downstream like 100 yards, and then I had to like ease my way till I got caught up in the current to go back upstream to catch him on the back side. That's how
was like
crazy it was
that
over
was
on the
like
west side of
Christmas week,
Disney
though.
Springs.
I feel like
Holy
that was
cow!
Christmas week.
I hate shopping. But no, go ahead though. If you want to put him into this, go ahead. If you're putting Paul into the meat grinder, go ahead.
If they were looking for things to do that were not in the parks, so I gave them something to do not in the park. So take it or leave it.
Melissa's a local, and she agrees.
Yeah, she's a local. I get that. They're not locals.
It's true, all of it. Han Solo said it.
Oh, okay. Move on. Next question.
We are going to the next question. Don't do it, Paul. Don't do it. If you do, think of me. All right. Derek says, hey, BOGP crew. I love doing this show. Since you're looking for questions, I'll start asking now for our trip later this year. We'll be arriving on Black Friday to the Boardwalk Inn. Oh, man, another day you don't want to be shopping. We have no park tickets for this day.
Don't go to Disney Springs that day, then.
A 7 p.m. flight turned into a 7 a.m. flight, so we just added an extra resort day on the front end and plan on exploring the boardwalk area when we arrive.
call.
That is a
Good
good
call.
call. Unless the temps call for taking advantage of the free water park day. What dinner ADR would you recommend for a family of 4 kids, or for a family of 4? Kids are 14 and 7 in that area. Thanks for all you do and bringing this amazing community together. Derek is in New Hampshire, and I have your answer. Beaches and cream.
Yes! That's
Yes.
exactly where I was going. Good choice, Mike. You actually made a good choice.
Yes, thank you.
Good job. Yeah.
I can't even stop the crowd. The crowd is going wild. They won't stop. Because the thing is, it's casual. It's your first day. Like, you get little beaches and cream, then you hop in the pool. You don't have to worry about the water park day even, because I don't think they're offering it that time of year. Right now, they haven't announced it at least because it's Black Friday. They said in 2026 right now it's going to be a summer thing, right? As far as we know.
That
Right.
They said summer, but I think we'll just have to see till
Yeah,
2026
we don't
comes
know
around.
that it'll be in effect in November of next year. But even so, Boardwalk's got an awesome pool. So you get there, you just chill. Because even if you don't have an ADR, you get an ADR. But even if you don't get an ADR, you can get a walk up. You just stroll over there, get on the list, hang out for a little bit. Boom, get in there. Man, what a great way to start a vacation with like a burger, chili, onion rings, and a shake. Boom. Then you're already like, oh, then you just got to you kind of crawl your way back over to the boardwalk, and then you get into the pool, and you just like, oh, what did I just do? It's Black Friday. I just had turkey the day before. Oh, Pam, do you have any other suggestions? Oh, there's other places. I mean,
There's lots of places, but Beaches and Cream is that's a great location and easy. The other thing that would be easy to get to is anything on the Skyliner line, because we're all fans of Primo Piata over at the Riv.
Yep.
But there's lots of other choices too, I think, that are good. And if you're looking for that, I also think I do love the idea of the water parks, but the other thing you can do when you're there is mini golf, because you're within walking distance of the one over there. One of my
Fantasia Gardens.
I knew that you'd know it. It's not Winter Summerlander or the other, but even if you want to take the bus over to Winter Summerland, you could do that as well. So there's mini golf. It's time every time we do it, and you'll be there during a time of year that I think it was during a time that's not super hot, right? So I was thinking that to begin with. So
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, I'll say, I was a fan of Rosa Mexicana. Like if you want to like a sit down place that's kind of under the radar that you can get to really easily from the boardwalk, just walk right over to I think it's in the Dolphin. Boom. It was good. And it wasn't like super fancy. Like your 14 and 7-year-old would be perfect in there if they like Mexican food. Boom. You could just walk there and get it. It was good. Get the tableside guac. They bring it out and it looks like a little percussionist. So he's making it.
Anytime they offer tableside guac, get it.
Oh,
that's my rule.
It was good.
It's my life rule.
Yes, it was good. I'm just saying, if you're good, I mean, who doesn't like Mexican? Rose Mexicana, a little hidden, and it's probably easy ADR to get because people don't know a whole lot about it. Katie has another question. Oh, she's sweet. Listen to this. Hey, Mike, Pam, Ricky, Scott, and Riley. I got to give it again. That's the ding for today. What's the scoop on Princess Yoga as far as transportation? I've heard that everyone took the ferry from the TTC to the Magic Kingdom, but now that yoga is at the studios, I assume we are busing it. Will there be fewer buses than race morning? I can barely touch my toes. I don't know why this tin woman has signed up for yoga, but I'm excited to do it with my mom. Thanks for keeping me company in my ears every morning when I run. Katie is in Prescott Valley, Arizona. Oof, you know what? I think you might have stumped us on this one. I've never done yoga at a race week. I've done all the races and all the distances, but I have never signed up for yoga because that would be the most hilarious thing in the world.
I would love to see that actually. If you sign up for it, I would like to be there to watch.
Me too.
If they put a $50 bill on a yoga mat, I probably wouldn't even be there because that'd be that painful and that embarrassing. It'd be horrible. I don't know what the situation is with the yoga, but we can put a call out over in the clubhouse and let us know because I'm sure folks have done it. This is obviously for Princess.
I mean, I would say that they would have information. They would share information with you at that point that you pick up your packet and stuff like that. But if they don't, I mean, you could just do Uber it. That's my guess, or minivan.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll get an answer over in the clubhouse. So anybody that's done the yoga, let us know or what the situation is with that. But yeah, I'm not flexible. Julie's got a question over in Scotland. Hey, Mike,
not in life or in or in body.
Yeah, I'm rigid all around. I'm rigid with scheduling. I'm rigid with my life, and I got rigor mortis like coming in already. I mean, it's
sorry.
it's
I had to
terrible.
throw that in.
Very true. You should actually. We need to get you a T-shirt that says
Yes,
"Not that flexible."
Yes,
not that flexible
ever with anything. Exactly.
Right. Just be that will be the sentence. Not that flexible. Period.
Correct.
Yeah. Period.
That's
Actually, I would tell Pam that tonight at dinner. I'm gonna be like, that's my new
Let's
tagline.
get on that. We're gonna cricket that up for you.
Let's get it. Yes.
I am stuck in my ways. My ways work. It's got me to 51. I mean, it's that's the way I look at it. All right, Julie's got a question. Hey, Mike and crew, here's a dining plan question for you. Now we're back in our wheelhouse. Here we go. We're on the Disney dining plan for the first 5 days of our trip in December. Thanks again for booking it for us. Thank you, Julie. Our 12-year-old obviously has the adult dining plan as he's over 10. So does that mean he's entitled to an adult beverage at meals? Feels like this could be a win for mom and dad. Don't worry, I'll buy him apple juice out of pocket. Ha. Thanks for keeping up the amazing work, Julie in Scotland. How does that work, Pam?
Well, if it depends on who goes up and orders or who picks up the order for counter service meals. For table service meals, of course, they're going to want an ID for guests who are able to partake in the beverage. But yeah, let's just say mom or dad goes ahead and uses the counter service meal at lunch, then yes, there would absolutely be a drink included with that. You'd be a fool not to. And you
just
remember,
don't send the kids to pick up the
I mean, I don't know what you guys do in Scotland. I mean, I've heard like Belgium's a little crazy. I don't know. It's your thing.
Right, but my tip is always, even if you're using it at breakfast, add one of the alcoholic beverages to pick up with your breakfast, stick it in your refrigerator, and come back and have it later in the day because it's worth it. Whatever that beer or whatever drink you're getting is absolutely going to be more than a cup of coffee. So pay for the coffee with your refillable mug. take the beer back to your room.
Oh my gosh, genius idea, Pam Forrester. I love the way you think.
I don't
Well,
drink.
I want to maximize my
You are
dining
maximizing
plan.
the dollars for sure. Yes.
I don't drink beers, but there will be a lot of beers being drunk, whatever it is, at like 8 a.m. on Saturday in parking lots in Columbia. I'm just saying.
Yes, there will.
It's a big day. I'm not even
Well, you
working
can get one of
Saturday,
the
so
other options.
yes, I have Ben Lappin covering for all my guests. I've already emailed him and told him because anything could happen. I could end up on that field. I could be on the goalpost at some point. I could end up in the Columbia jail. So I said, Ben, can you cover for me till Sunday? Just in case. He's like, I got you.
Pictures of all these things.
Dude, I've been on that field like 4 times for field stormings. And it's, sometimes you got to be quick. You just got to, like, when it starts happening, you got to be out there, like, celebrate. And then when you see the popo, you got to be quick. And so I told him, just in case you get cover for me. I'll be back Sunday. So Ben's covering for me on Saturday. For all my guests, Ben Lappin will be there for you. I'll be at Mizzou. So there you go. All right, let's do one more question here before I get myself in any more trouble. Stacy says, hey, Mike, Ricky, Pam, and Scotty G. My husband and I are spending our 25th wedding anniversary at the World, and we have a 5:30 dinner reservation for California Grill on September 16th, our actual wedding anniversary. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is going on that night at the Magic Kingdom. My question is, does California Grill pipe in the music for the Halloween party fireworks? On party nights, are we still allowed back up to California Grill to watch them? We're so excited for our trip to celebrate this milestone. We have been to the World many times, but have never eaten at California Grill or stayed at the Contemporary. Thanks for all you do for the Disney community and all the listeners. Stacy. Well, first of all, congratulations on 25 years. That's amazing. And I hope you have a wonderful celebration at World. You're going to love the Contemporary. I'll tell you, because I just got to stay there this summer, never had done it. I fell in, because I love the Disneyland Hotel at Disneyland, and it's got Disneyland Hotel vibes. I fell in love with the Contemporary. It is amazing. You're going to love it. I've never eaten at California Grill, though. That's one of the few places I've still missed. I went there for a media thing with a mom's panel one time, and I got to be in the restaurant, but never eaten there. But Pam Forrester, she's got her name on the wall. So Pam, talk about this. What we got here?
Yeah, California Grill not only pipes in the music for the regular fireworks, but they typically do for the party fireworks as well. And usually, as long as you can present your receipt from your meal, even if it was earlier in the night, that you'll be able to go up and do that as well. And I love the Contemporary as well. It has a very cool vibe. And I think that when they redid those rooms to make them themed after The Incredibles, it sort of fits with the vibe there. It's sort of retro, yet contemporary, yet it has sort of that mid-century modern sort of vibe. It's just a very cool thing. They gave the rooms that zhuzh that they needed. They brought them up to the century. They added a lot more plugs and things like that. And really enjoy the Contemporary. In addition to the rooms looking great, I think that their restaurant choices there are really good. From their quick service, the Contempo Cafe, that's a great spot. The California Grill you also have Steakhouse 71, which used to be the Wave. Did you know that? Because on a recent podcast, I called it.
Hey, we saw, it's always going to be Future World. There's just certain things that are just never, if you love us, please hang with us, because we're just going to call things by the gold names. It's just how it is.
Gracefully with us, because
I can't wait to go back to MGM Studios tomorrow. That's just how it is.
Exactly. But yeah, and in addition, if you're really craving that character meal experience, of course you have Chef Mickey's, but you also have a great coffee shop down in the lobby. I'd love to go and get coffee there. Just about at home, I'm usually not a pay for coffee kind of girl, or just frequent, I will say, because I make coffee at home, and Steve makes it really well. So that I'm about it. I'm be sure. Yes, that seems reasonable. Someone made it there for me. I love it. So anyways, I like that coffee shop there at the Contemporary as well.
Can you talk to Mallory about not buying coffee outside the house?
That is a
Dude, it's that generation thing.
it
They
is.
all have
It
to have
is.
coffee in their hands. I'm
It
like,
is.
it's so
It is.
expensive.
And they
Like,
pay for it too.
I know, like she works just to
I
go
know.
to Seven Brew. It's
I know.
crazy in Exit 11, these little coffee stands. It's
How about when they DoorDash the coffee to them? I'm
well,
like,
I don't know that she
wow.
does that. I mean, if she does that, I have not caught wind of that. That would shoot me right through the roof. But
Oh,
I mean,
man.
so we have like in our subdivision, there used to be a Gold's Gym, like right outside of our subdivision, like where we're built. But during COVID, it closed, and now this family that goes to our high school, they bought it, and it's a big like warehouse now for a jewelry company called J Bloom, and they have this, they sell this merchandise all over the internet. But in the parking lot, they're smooth, right? They built a drive-through coffee place in the parking lot because it's got a big parking lot. Dude, it just does the business. It's like two-sided. It's called Exit 11. And oh my gosh, so it's in our subdivision basically. Like it's one block around the corner. Like, I mean, we can we walk the dog, we walk Riley, and like we're right there at the Exit 11, and it's just dangerous because they got all the fancy coffees and all the whatever. I don't drink coffee, but it's also got good breakfast burritos. Ooh, dude, it's not good. It's in our subdivision. It's just right there. Like you don't have to get in your car. They need to close that thing down. That's not good. Anyway, yeah, we need to stop this whole like all the coffee things. That's why Americans are going broke. All the coffee.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Dude.
It's not the
Stop.
coffee.
It is. It is.
Stop.
Those coffees are okay. Because I'll tell you, I almost had a heart attack when we were at a cheer comp. Right. It was in the spring.
Old man Mike's coming out
Okay,
again.
because we
Let's
got to go because this is the last question. We got to wrap. But
I'm not.
okay. We were in Springfield, Missouri at a cheer comp, and Pam's like, we got to hurry up because, they're getting ready to cheer. Mallory needs a little pick me up. We're going to go through and get her a coffee. So we went to this Seven Brew place, right? We go through, and I'm like, dude, she got it wasn't even a big coffee. It was like a medium-sized coffee. Maybe it was smallish to medium size. It wasn't huge. It was like $7. I'm like, $7 for that thing? You kidding me? Like $7. I'm like, you got to be kidding. Like that's my meal at Taco Bell. I mean, it's a little more than that, but I mean, still for just like a drink. I almost had a heart. I'm like, she gets these things all the time. I'm like, what? Is she robbing banks? I mean, I know she has a job, but I mean, is her like other job? Does she go around and like, just rob people? I mean, I don't know. Like, she's got to have it. So yeah, we had to talk after that. And then she's like, you're getting old. That's what I got.
Yes, that is the
Exactly.
fact right there. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I can't. She's like, just leave her. I'm like, fine. She's like, she'll be
We
away at school
are
soon.
going to get a rating. We are family friendly, but also old man friendly.
All the dads
man
are like,
friendly.
all the dads right now are like, breach. Please. We need
I
a
go to
support
Starbucks
group.
every single day, so it's fine.
All
No
right, we
worries.
gotta
You
go.
can sit over here. I got my Starbucks cup here.
I'm just saying,
got
dude,
it.
all the dads this is heading your way. All these dads got the little toddler girl. Because, I mean, you'll do it for your daughters, but I mean, man, it's like, what? It just hits you all of a sudden. Be ready. All right, we got to go. We're going to be back on Friday. We're going to talk about all the Destination D23 announcements, give some feedback on that, how it's going to change our future Walt Disney World trips, and also talk about, of course, Dinosaur. We have a date, so you got to get down there if you want to have one final encounter with Dr. Seeker and save that, what is he? The Iguanodon.
Iguanodon.
It's your last chance, man. You got to get down there. Well, everybody's running marathon weekend. You'll get to save the Iguanodon one more time.
thank
That's
you.
kind of cool. All right, so we'll do that on Friday. But until then, don't forget our show is always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you get on those cruise ships. I think I filled a cruise ship a whole entire. I might have filled the Disney Adventure size cruise ship this past week, and I appreciate you guys for letting me do that. It was great. But man, I'm exhausted. But it's great. Let's go. Let's keep going though. And you want to go to World? You want to go to Disneyland? We can book Disneyland for 2026 now as well. It's a great time to be a Disney fan. And the best part, our services are absolutely free to you. So all you got to do right now, swing by themagicforless.com. All that information is right there for you. Fill out the quote form. We take it from there. We have a great time planning that trip together, and we get you to your favorite place. So check it out today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you for supporting us on Patreon. That keeps us on the air. That gives you all these great dad hacks and all my old man musings. Probably like, I'll pay you $10 to shut up about that stuff, instead of the $5 to support us on Patreon. We can do that too, whatever you want. But come on over. You get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest every week. It's on Sunday mornings. I have my Coke Zero, and I just talk about life in the Midwest. It's great. My childhood, dude, all kinds of stuff. So coming over, we'd love to have you at patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Thanks to all our supporters over there. You can follow us on the social media. I'm at beourguestmike on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. You can follow Pam at TMFLTPam. You can follow Ricky at Ricky Nibs. But come over to the clubhouse, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. That's where we all hang out. It's free for everybody. It's our Discord server. We have a blast there. And then join us Sunday night for the live call-in show, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Twitch. And we'll take your calls and have a good time talking Disney. All right, till Friday. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
You've been listening to the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. If you have questions, comments, or would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website at beourguestpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you real soon.